they're doing. William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube. Like I said before, I was had some technical difficulties, switched the platform right here, but nonetheless, definitely wanted to take this time out to talk about what we just saw from the New York Football Giants in round number one. Uh, I figured it was either going to be Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. Have been saying whoever Cleveland didn't take it the second overall pick was going to be a Giant. Did not expect Jacksonville to make the move up from 5 to 2 to take Travis Hunter. But again, when it comes to the NFL draft, you have to expect the unexpected. Nonetheless, the Giants stuck to their guns. They took the best player available on the board at the time, who was Abdul Carter. And it's one of those where I think he has the ability and the potential to come in and have an immediate impact on this Giants defense. We're talking about a Giants defense that finished ninth in sacks last year in the NFL, but not one guy was a double digit sack guy. Now you have the ability, if you're the Giants, you're going to have Abdul Carter, you're going to have Kayvon Thibodeau, and you're also going to have Brian Burns rushing that passer, as well as Dexter Lawrence at defensive tackle. And if you're defensive end Shane Bowen, you got to go out there and you've got to put all of these athletes out on the field at the same time, especially if we're talking about a division where you look at the quarterback play, Dak Prescott in Dallas, Jaden Daniels in Washington, and of course, Jalen Hurts is the reigning Super Bowl MVP, excuse me, in Philadelphia. So it's one of those where I think it's a scenario for the Giants where they took the best player available. They stuck to their guns. New York still needs to go out there and get themselves a quarterback in this draft. I'm going to be very interested to see if the Giants decide to move back in to round number one tonight to get their hands on the quarterback. We just simply have to wait and see. But nonetheless, the Giants got to go to work this weekend in Green Bay. I mean, Giants co-owner John Mara, as soon as the season ended, he put the onus on general manager Joe Shane and head coach Brian Daboll. It's time to kick ass or else. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it for the Giants. So they've got to go to work and they have to try to find a way to close that gap with everybody else that is in the NFC East. But nonetheless, this is a step in the right direction. You're talking about Abdul Carter, 12 sacks last year at Penn State, and he did it while seeing his fair share of double teams. So it's one of those now, if you're the Giants, that you got to take this back, and this has got to be your NASCAR package. You've got to take it back to the days of when you won those Super Bowls, late 2000s, early 2010s. You got to put all the edge rushers on the field at one time. You think about those teams. You had JPP, OC Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, Matthias Kiwanuka, and of course, first time around, Michael Strahan, putting all of those guys on the field at the same time and allowing them to go out there and rush the passer. That is going to be key for the New York Giants this for the upcoming season. It's one of those where I think you could, if you're the Giants, I feel like you couldn't have gone wrong with either Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter in this scenario. And of course, like I said, they were going to take the guy that was the best player available, or something that the Giants historically have done. You're talking about the reigning Big Ten Player of the Year, a two-time All Big Ten, and a consensus first-team All-American for 2024. And if you go back and watch the tapes, you can see how different that Penn State's defense was last year when Abdul Carter was on the field and he wasn't. There was some concerns about a shoulder injury. Came in, the Giants worked them out. The Giants liked what they saw, and I think he's going to go out there and have an impact for this team. Second time within the last less than 10 years that the Giants have taken a player from Penn State in round number one. Of course, several years ago it was Saquon Barkley. Didn't work out long term for Barkley in New York, but I think Abdul Carter definitely has the potential to go out there and make an impact right here. If you're Shane Bowen, the Giants defensive coordinator, you got an opportunity to go out there and you got yourself a new toy, so to speak, and you have yourself an impact player. Like I said before, the Giants still got to get busy, and I really want to see what they're going to do with quarterback in this draft. That is going to be the big thing. We've seen New York bring in Russell Wilson. We've seen New York bring in Jameis Winston this offseason, but of course we know that neither one of these guys are the long-term answers at that position. So what is New York going to do? How aggressive are they going to be? We've already seen Jacksonville be aggressive to get Travis Hunter, and of course, in doing so, they gave up a first-round pick to the Cleveland Browns for 2026. But nonetheless, strong start for the Giants this weekend in Green Bay. Let's see what else is in store. But folks, just wanted to make a quick take here on Abdul Carter going to the New York Giants at number 3. Apologies for the technical difficulties before, but nonetheless, like I said before, you can keep checking me out on this YouTube platform as well as Instagram and Twitter throughout this weekend for my takes on the NFL draft. If you like what you heard and saw, please feel free to like it as well as subscribing to this channel. And like I said, I'll be back for plenty more over this weekend. Until next time, thanks again for checking me out here on YouTube. Be well, everybody.